Guys, I'm so excited. Why? For the reason that Brad Garland House told us to, it's coming. And today we got proof that something is going on behind the scenes, guys. But stores, right? There is no longer any fluctuation in XRP at all. Guys, it looks like no one is here. There is silence. Yes, everyone is looking at other coins besides XRP. But no more, guys. It looks like the wave of regular people and big groups of money, they will be coming in waves very soon. First things first from David Joel Cash Schwartz. And finally, proof that I'm not Satoshi Nakamoto. Yes, that's right, guys. It's definitely funny. Some people are saying, oh, there are more than one, guys. It's like a group. Since Satoshi likes more than one person, it makes sense that he would say this. Now, though, look at this. Why can't XRP go up to, say, somewhere around 70K? Now comes the market cap point. But first, let me make my case. Thoughts, VS, actions. Yes, one has guesses and the other has real-life examples. Which one is the last? You did tell me, right? Let me know, guys. Okay, Bitcoin paved the way, and it's now king, so let's not make it too hard. All other cryptocurrencies can only go up if Bitcoin goes up. It comes about with Brian Garleyhouse. He just told the guys at Consensus that there will be an ETF for XRP, Solana and Cardano. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. What is this, guys? I was so happy about this. Why? Right? And he says it's only a matter of time. This came out a few hours ago. Not from Austin, guys. We'll see more ETFs for these other coins. Guys, take a look at this face right here. It looks like he's very bold, guys. So Austin, after spot Bitcoin ETFs were approved and work began on ones that would hold Ethereum, Ether. The CEO of Texas says more crypto exchange traded funds ETFs are on the way. I think it's only a matter of time and will happen for sure. There will be an XRP ETF, a Solana ETF. A Solana ETF is going to be made. It's great that there will be a cryptocurrency exchange fund ETF. He said that RIP was connected to XRP, right? Wow, this is crazy. If there are meat tips, they will be posted here soon. Some people think it will happen on July 4th, while others say it will most likely happen in June, which means a huge amount of money will be coming in. Now, Garling Hell said that there will be a long process for getting permission from the government before these are accepted. But guys, these will be speed bumps in the end, right? If you look at the general path, guys, it's just going up and to the right forever. In the end, though, these will look like speed bumps, right? That's what he says right here. Yes, guys, it will look like that, but in the end, it will be up and to the right. For real, guys, we keep going. There are definitely problems in our way, but we're going to keep going no matter what. This will now fit in with this plan. Okay, but why? Because look at this, guys. It's squeezing like a white swan event. Something is about to come out of nowhere. And Alex Cobb gives us that kind of pump. I think XRP is about to go fully vertical at this point. In the United States, crypto is the only thing that is clearly allowed. The RSI fell to a new low. XRP next ETF. This EC case will soon be over. You guys will soon also have Ripple stablecoin. Yes, that means all of these things are happening. Also, David Schwartz talks about how a lot of money will come in. Guys, take a look. What do you think about the legal space when it comes to things like turning real-world assets into tokens? We tokenize a lot of other things as well. Do you believe that things are moving forward on the legal front to make this possible? Guys, they're talking about real-world goods, right? Being turned into tokens and putting everything on the blockchain, right? Getting added to the blockchain. Okay, let's begin. Yes, I believe in big institutions that are strong enough to get through, even in very strict places like the United States. 10 and 10 to trillions of dollars, guys. Really real things are being turned into tokens. Come on, guys, where will this happen? Which blockchain? The XRP ledger, who knows? Yes, guys, rules need to be put in place right now, because if we come back here later now, guys, take a look at this. I think this is where things get more interesting. Guys, please like this movie, because this is what drives me crazy. Quote, Garling House also criticized what he sees as a lack of clarity in Washington's rules. Gary Gensler, the head of the SEC, has been called to Congress. When asked if Ether is a security, he won't say yet. He says the rules are already very clear and don't need to be changed. He was right. So let's come back here, guys. Rep. Tom Emmer even says that Gary Gensler was the worst thing that ever happened to the SEC. You can see that they're all criticizing the SEC and the way things are set up now. Things are set up now. Things are starting to change, and they are. Why? Because the current president, the living president, and the people in charge of the government have changed. You guys also like their song, right? So it's interesting that they're looking into cripples and other things today. There is no better person than Gary Gensler to have worked for the SEC. He has done a lot more than what he is allowed to do. Every day he actually goes against what the SEC is supposed to do. That's the craziest thing someone has ever said, guys. Wow. At this point, the SEC is pretty much, I don't know, falling off a cliff, right? They are now backed up in a corner. Either they join us or... Guys, I don't know what's going on. We want the SEC to do something to get people to spend money. We want to find new chances. He's being stopped by these guys. He has an open door policy that is the biggest crock that has ever been. It's like, come in and tell me about your project, and then we'll sue you. The issue is that he has lost many times. And as we've seen over the last month, both of his Senate colleagues are beginning to do the same. They no longer have. I believe the bank does what you think it means they're defang. To put it another way, the crypto plan is succeeding. Does it make sense? In other words, if he's okaying Ether ETFs and Bitcoin ETFs, then we can see how badly they've taken off. Does it matter that he has that job? If an animal is trapped and has nothing to lose but its life, I wouldn't trust it at all. Gary Gensler is leaving. I believe that no matter who wins the race, I believe he is. I plan to change. You may have seen him lose favor with the government, which is why there is a man named Chuck Schumer leading the move for Democrats in the Senate to get rid of this stupid Saab 121. I have one more news question that has to do with, okay, guys, things are getting really crazy around here. Also, we see that the next, which is the world's biggest economy, is what Garlinghouse calls the bottom decile, the style of clear regulation. In some way, Ganser thinks the Orange Grove test from 70 to 80 years ago to make crypto rules clear, he meant what he said about how we test scars. It doesn't make sense and is a shame because the SEC has become such a political problem that it's even affecting the race for president, right, guys? Look at that. Garlinghouse also said that 75% of Ripple's hiring was done outside of the US last year and only 60% is done this year. That's right, all these people are leaving the US, but they'll be back because they've changed their minds about cryptocurrencies. It is very important to get the regulatory stance right in the naysayers. He came to an end, guys. That's crazy, right? Take a look at that. ETFs are coming. Why does that matter so much? So the ETFs will be very, very strong because we know that a lot of money will be coming in, which will drive prices through the roof, right? Then what are some exciting things that are coming up? He tells us to listen to the mean right now and maybe at Apex in Amsterdam in June. What statements are coming up from successful to people who don't work very understaffed in existence and existence? That makes me happy. Okay, do you know of any other news from Ripple that we could talk about or that we might hear at Apex in June in Amsterdam? Apex is going to have a lot of news, such as ones about partnerships and stable coins, but they'll get angry if I tell you all of them. I'm sorry. Okay, we'll have to wait then. David, do you have any last words or thoughts before we end the interview? Is there something that really excites you? For some reason, the automated market maker tool makes me way too excited. That's because I've been working on trading algorithms and other things that are close to my heart. Being in this business for a long time has been hard. Seeing those things happen is cool. Also, I'm excited to share what I think is a clear plan for how we can grow. For example, think about how the internet grew, and there was official adoption, like in the military and government. This, along with bottom-up adoption, made for an interesting ecosystem. I also think it's really cool that blockchain could be used to make that possible. Some people have been working on this bottom-up growth for a long time, but it's only really interesting to technologists who are ready to get their hands dirty in tech. It will take a mix of institutional adoption and community adoption to reach mass adoption. It's great to see the business world changing for the better. Without a doubt, the business is growing up. Moving forward, I hope we'll have some friendly rules that are easy to understand. I hope so. People should stay away from the US whenever they can. This makes me sad. Things are getting better. I believe it's been a few months, so I'm hopeful. Yes, that's great. David, good morning. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. Thanks a lot, Go Guys. I think he's excited and that some news will be shared in the upcoming events section. Am I right? Are you guys excited or not? Guys, things are starting to line up right. Something has to happen soon to the XRP price action, right? Guys, I know it will happen because of the volatility, right? The volatility, right?